Todd, I hope this is okay. All right. As usual, gotta spend like 12 years setting up the camera. Okay, perfect. Dang it. I do this every time. As soon as you say, okay, perfect. I do this every time. I always mess up the camera. I'm not very good at it. Oh wait, that's because I know I'm doing it wrong. There you go. Hold on, that's not it. Because it needs to be a little bit lower, so I always put something in front of it. There we go. All right, everyone. Sorry for the late start. We just had to kind of go about a different way of getting the live stream started, but we'll get started in like 1 or 2 minutes. And we're gonna do another foam roller class today. So we're gonna start off with regular stretching, like just a little bit of regular stretching to get warmed up. And then we'll get started with your foam rollers. So like I said last time, if you don't have a foam roller, go ahead. You can use like even a water bottle. You can use a rolling pin. What else did I say last time? Water bottle, rolling pin. Yeah, just sort of anything like that you can use in place of a foam roller if you don't have one. So get started in a minute or 2. This is Siobhan again, by the way, you guys know her.
Hello, I'm here every Tuesday. Oh, we have the same foam roller.
I know, yours is just a different color.
Yeah, my dad has. We got this one for Christmas from him a while ago, and then last Christmas we got him the big version of that in the black color.
Oh, I don't like the bigger ones.
I like the big one. It's more convenient for rolling my back out.
Fair. I just think this one's like, well, I guess I would like it because I like to bring it to school sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I really like this. I got this for free, so I appreciate it.
I got this as a Christmas present. My family's always like, hey, Christmas list. And I was like, I want a new foam roller.
No, I just realized that my dad, because he has a big one, I was like, that's mine now. I'm taking that. I'm claiming it. It's mine. Because my roommate had one and she moved out, so I had to get a replacement.
I had to get a replacement. Oh, at Allie?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Guys, I had Modern today and got the biggest Marley burn I've had, I think, in my entire life. You guys will appreciate this. Dancer stretch. You gotta see the dancer feet things. Look at that Marley burn. It hurts so bad. So. And I wore my Birkenstocks across too. Ooh. The straps goes right over it. I'm like, ah, yes, I love this.
Fun.
Wonderful. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Okay, we'll keep it that, see how it goes. All right, everyone, good evening and welcome to Dancer Stretch. My name is Maddy Lever. This is my best friend, Siobhan. And this is our lovely assistant, Marty, who can hopefully behave himself tonight. He's doing good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you have your foam roller or foam roller-like objects, just go ahead and put it to the side for now. And we're going to start off with our usual breathing exercise. So on our backs, laying all the way down, you can pick from a few positions. Maybe you want to keep the feet planted, maybe you want to stretch them all the way out, or maybe you want to come to a reclined butterfly. Whatever feels best for you. And we'll just take a few breaths here. Settling into the ground. Releasing any tension that you've been holding throughout the day. Thinking of making the body symmetrical. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Finding length in the spine while also releasing down. And we'll take 3 breaths together, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, biggest inhale. And heavy heaviest exhale. And just taking a nice quick body scan here from head to toe. Trying to recognize any points of discomfort, tension, anything distracting you, just releasing down into the floor. A few more breaths here. And we'll come back together with 3 more breaths. As you begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's take one more big inhale. And heaviest exhale. Gently opening the eyes, stretching the arms up overhead, reaching the arms as far away as possible, the toes as far away as possible. Getting a big morning stretch here and releasing down. Bringing the hands back to the sides, digging the heels into the ground and taking a gentle heel rock. Gently bring the feet in, planting them into the floor. We're going to take our hands and place them where our thighs meet our pelvis, and we're just going to push away, trying to lengthen that spine, creating space in between those vertebrae. Your back might pop here, that's totally fine. Just make sure you're listening to your body and not pushing too hard. More times. You're taking an exhale as you push away. And releasing the hands. Gently rocking along the tailbone. Moving the pelvis from 12 to 6. Just releasing any tension you're holding in that low back. And dropping the knees side to side. Good. And rolling onto the right side, pushing up into a seated position. Good. And coming to a butterfly, bringing the arms up overhead, taking a few seated cat-cows here. We turn it towards each other. Perfect. Up and pressing back. And stretching forward and back. Forward, back. One more time, forward and back. Reaching up, taking the right wrist with the left hand and leaning away from that right hip, getting a nice side stretch here. And coming up, switching. And coming up, releasing. Going through our spinal articulations now, so we're reaching forward, rolling up, and releasing forward, rolling up. 2 more times forward. And we'll reverse, bringing the crown of the head down, pushing out and up. 2 more times. Keeping steady with our breathing, not holding on to any tension. And crossing the shins, coming up and over into a tabletop position. Making sure that our shoulders are over our wrists, hips are over our knees, and we'll go ahead and just take a few cat-cows here. Ugh. I can feel myself getting old, even though I'm not even old yet. We're just aging.
That's what happens.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Aging is the cost of being alive.
There. Okay, returning back to normal, back to a neutral position. Taking some lateral C curves. Yeah, just moving through our typical cat-cow spinal exercise. And sending the hips around into some hip circles. And switching directions. She can hear my hip snapping. And pushing the hips back into a child's pose. Really reaching the arms away here. And planting the hands, bringing the chest through and up into an upward facing dog. Keeping the low abs engaged, shoulders down, chin up. And we'll take a few head circles here. We'll go 3 to the right. Ooh. And other direction. I have to close my eyes or else I get dizzy. And pushing back up, tucking the toes into a downward facing dog. And we'll just gently tread through the feet here. Whenever I teach my jazz class, which is tomorrow at 2 p.m. I always have to close my eyes whenever I do like head circles.
Oh.
I always get so dizzy. And sending the hips up, pressing the heels down. Stretching through the low back here. And gently walking the hands and the feet together. Taking a slight bend in the knees and just ragdoll here. Really releasing the spine. Maybe swaying side to side a bit. Maybe nodding the head yes, shaking it no, nodding it yes, and shaking it no. And coming up and over the toes for a stretch. And pressing the heels down, sending the hips back, trying to get a stretch through those abs and those Achilles. And coming up and over the toes. Couple of frogs. And sending the heels back. And dropping the knees forward, sitting off to the side. Nice job. Right now we're pretty warmed up. Let's go ahead and get the foam rolling going. Yeah, everyone grab a sip of water. I don't know where my water is. I'm gonna grab it. Oh, it's right there. Like I said, oh no, mine's not full. Okay, like I said on Thursday, it's really important to drink some water while we foam roll. Yeah, we're breaking down all that buildup, so you need to stay hydrated. I'll have to get a doggy foam roller now. All right, so go ahead, grab your foam rollers. First thing we're going to start with is our quads. So fun. So I'm going to start with the left side today. So just bringing the foam roller in front of you, laying onto it with your quad. Yep, there you go. Good. Yeah. I'll turn to the side a little bit. There we go. So yeah, make sure that you can get that foam roller right under your quad and just gently rolling back and forth. Maybe I'll back up. I'm gonna back up, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, there we go. So rolling forward and back. Really kind of trying to just warm up and break up that muscle. If you have any knots, try to challenge yourself to stay on top of those and just take a couple exhales. Like getting into that soft tissue. Yeah, and you can be on your elbows like Siobhan and I, or you can stay up on your hands too. I just feel like elbows is a bit easier on the wrists. The wrists get tired after a while.
Yeah, I can stand up like that. Come down. I never realized how straight his tail was.
I know. It's only really the end that moves. Foam rolling is much easier when you have something to talk to because this is really painful.
I don't use these muscles very much,
So try to continue to maintain even breath. Trying to go all the way from your hip flexor down to just above your knee where your quad ends. Maybe you want to adjust your foam roller to be on the outside of your quad, just slightly, not into the IT band, but just the outside. Maybe try to target the inner thigh. And coming to a stop there. Coming up, we're going to transition into our IT band. So, how about you go a little bit forward and I'll go a little bit back. And we can both angle this way. So next thing you're going to do is your IT band. So, you're going to sit onto it. You can just move, Benny. You sit onto it with just below your hips, so starting right about here. I was like move away from that. I like to bring my opposite foot in front, like just in front of my knee to help stabilize, and you just rock back and forth. Obviously, the more weight you put into the foam roller, the deeper the foam roller will get. But if you want less weight, keep more weight in your hands and in that supporting foot. If your knees are feeling funky, rolling out your IT band is good, because sometimes it can pull up the kneecap if it's really tight. So just massaging along here. For some people, this is like super painful, and then for others, it like tickles. We did like IT band massages in class before, and people will just be like laughing their butts off. It's so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't imagine this tickling.
You're like, I'm in pain.
A little bit, yeah. I felt a very intense one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I said this last time too. If you really want to be, if you want to use your foam roller right, you don't take like 5 or 10 passes on it. Like you have to really get into these areas to see any benefit. Good. Moving off of our T band, next thing we're gonna do is move into a figure 4 stretch, or at least it looks like a figure 4 stretch. Yeah, so bringing that left leg to the knee and sitting onto the foam roller with that.
That was my left. God.
Yeah, and then you sit onto like the left side of your hip. So you sit towards the leg that's up, and you just roll out that glute. As usual, the more weight you put in the foam roller, the deeper the massage will be. Couple more passes here. Good. And rolling off of that, and on that left leg, we're going to roll out the hamstring now. So this is one of those ones where you cross the leg over, and you can either just gently roll back and forth, or you can try to get more sitting up on top of it to get a deeper stretch. This is another great one where if you feel any areas of tension, maybe just stay there and you can go side to side with it. I would say foam rolling is like great for whatever you're rolling out, but then it's like usually a workout for your arms. Yeah. Sometimes you might need to readjust, that's fine. Probably some people have the time to do this every night. So we're supposed to do is foam roll every night.
I roll my back out every night, but that's it.
Okay, that's still pretty good.
Well, I have to. Sitting at my desk for 6 to 8 hours every day.
Fun! Zoom University!
Zoom University. And then if I go to my job, it's just from one desk to another.
Next thing we're going to do is our calf. So this is one where you're going to be really sensitive and you can just use your calf alone to massage into it, or you can do the crossing over. And if crossing over still isn't enough, you can do the weight bearing crossing over. So lift up. Sometimes that's too much for me though, so I stay down a little bit of the body weight for my other opposite leg. For me, it's not like pretty tight most of the time. I ran this morning, so I should have done this like after I ran, but I just never have time.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go for my finish line tomorrow.
Done. Done. Should run. Running.
Pressing. Busy.
Good. And doing a couple ankle circles here, maybe shaking the foot out. And we'll go other side. Maybe take a second to like see if you can feel a difference in your leg. Sometimes I can feel that like the leg I haven't rolled out has more tension in it. It's a bit more stiff.
Maybe I'm just making that up.
I don't know. I feel like I can sometimes. Yeah. And back to our quad on the opposite side. Like this angling thing works. Or like one of us goes farther up and one of us goes back and then we go at a diagonal. Okay, we're like Superman. Yeah. We can do our lizard push-ups here in the movie too. Try to remember to keep that steady breathing. Like sure. Relax the leg as much as possible. I know it's difficult. Couple more passes here. Again, trying to go from the hip flexor all the way down. Trying to keep the neck long. Shoulders press away from the ears. Moving on to the IT band. Woo-hoo. So, sitting on to the edge of that hip. And then moving along the side of the thigh, along that IT band. What?
That move. I was about to front my head into the side.
Comfortable? Yeah. Trying to relax that leg as much as possible.
No, I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at my hair.
Oh, fun.
This is right.
To look. Couple more passes here. And moving on to the next one. Moving into figure 4. Sitting on the foam roller. Good. And moving into the hamstring. Don't switch, it's fine. All right.
You did a really bad job.
I'm trying to poke your hair.
Okay, no hair at all?
Oh, just it's fine. Marty's like, what's happening here?
Don't worry about it. I love his new color.
His collar?
Yeah, it's so cute.
I got him like a new little bumblebee collar. I think I said this last live stream. But he looks so cute, so handsome. I just really don't like that song.
Enough.
I don't know all these songs, but I just know I don't like that one.
She knows what she likes.
I don't really like this one either.
My body always feels so much like heavier after I foam roll. I don't know. It's like I pay more attention to it.
Maybe.
So it feels heavier.
Yeah, because you're paying attention to how much weight you're putting on these. All right, moving into our calf. Okay, so you just gotta kind of move it around, see where you have any spots that you need to get into more. Good. All right, next thing. We'll do some ankle circles first. it out a little bit. And let's just windshield wiper for a second. So dropping the knees side to side. Ow! Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my sacrum just popped so loud. Good. Alright, so gently scooting forward. Go ahead and lay back on our foam roller. We're going to roll out our back a little bit. So first thing we're going to do is I like to start from like my mid-back and just release along it. Or sometimes I can crack my back on this, which I kind of like. So kind of just roll along here, do your own thing. I like to do sort of like crunch arms. Just helps me stabilize, in my opinion, a little bit more as I move along the spine. Trying to keep that steady breathing. Just don't go too low because you don't want to roll over your kidneys. That would be an unpleasant experience. Good. And coming to stillness. Go ahead. We're going to turn the foam roller so it's parallel or in line with our spine. So laying back onto that and just having the foam roller end in between the shoulder blades so that your head can still touch the ground. And we're just going to go ahead and do a few arm movements here. You got to open up that chest. So you can do anything from lifting the arms up, so you're pulling them to the side. Maybe let them fall to the ground. And just going through a few passes of this up and down motion in order to stretch out the chest. Taking some deep breaths here. Trying to relax those shoulders. Couple more passes here. And rolling up. I get it, rolling up. Good. All right. Go ahead, put your foam rollers to the side. Okay. And let's just get our usual neck stretching, yeah? All right, so taking our right hand, bringing it behind our back, grabbing hold, reaching up, and dropping the head towards the hands. Just stretch out the upper body a bit since you just supported us through the whole foam rolling session. And you're bringing gentle movement into this stretch. Trying to keep good posture, chest lifting up. And releasing the hands, pushing the head back up to center, side to side. And left hand behind the back, grabbing hold, reaching up. Grabbing hold? Yeah, grabbing hold, okay. And relaxing the head over. Sitting high on our sit bones. even weight. Gentle movement. And releasing the hands, pushing the head back up to center, looking side to side. Good. We'll start by taking the right arm over, grabbing hold. Imagining pulling the right shoulder back and away while our left arm pulls it in the opposite direction. Maybe taking a little side stretch if you feel like it. And switch. Taking a little side stretch here and there maybe. And release, switching to tricep, reaching that right hand up, placing it in between the shoulder blades, grabbing the opposite elbow, and trying to pull that elbow up while reaching the hand down the back. Checking in with your breathing, is it still even? And release, switching sides. I should definitely skip this song. I saw you looking and I was like, what are you looking at? I knew that was coming, I just forgot it was so soon. A song that is explicit. Right? Honey's so good. Honey, if you're watching this, I love you. I didn't know why you would be, but I love you. It was so funny. I had made a new friend at work. We were hanging out at work the other day. He was like, so what's your music taste like? We were just talking. I was like, I don't know, I like this band Honey. They're pretty cool. He goes, I love Honey. And I was like, yes, another follower. And release the arms, swing them out. Good. All right, just sitting nice and tall. We'll finish here with our 3 breaths. We begin breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Awesome job tonight, everyone. Thanks so much for taking class with us. I hope you're feeling better in a bit. Often. I always look at my phone roll in the corner of my room and I'm like, I need to use that. I never do. So this is a good chance for me to do so. But yeah, thanks so much, guys. If you want to see more of me, go ahead and check out my class happening tomorrow, Jazz Basics at 2 p.m. This class will also be happening again, same time, same place on Thursday. So thanks so much, everyone. Go ahead and check out Breakout's other content on YouTube. Also, happy 10th birthday to Breakout coming up. So exciting. Woo! We love you, Breakout. I'm your biggest fan.